Well, Gary, team coach of MacCumhaills, I suppose all the talking is done all the work is done at this stage. It's about talking now for the next couple of hours or next 48 hours or so.
I suppose the work has been done now. Like we were myself and Luke came together about a week before the Killybegs game, and we had no real time to prepare for that. And before we knew it, then it was the tournament game, and we had no real time to prepare for that. And their Drawan followed it up, so we're well used to it. Having to think quickly, and prepare very quickly. But to be fair, the lads they've been absolutely excellent. Like everything we've asked them to do or not do, they've done it. So
well, between the minors and the seniors, they were all in action anyway, weren't they?
They were all in action. There was a lot of them in action. Now there was one lad we got him kind of coaxed out of the soccer field, and we got him back. He'd been away for a couple of years.
Who was that?
That was Connor Doherty, the wing forward, number 10.
Right.
So we got him coaxed back as part of the part of the team. He was there he was a very young man, like, so he was along with them along the journey.
Yeah.
So we got him back now for one last sort of hurrah.
Yeah, because this group, by and large, most of them, or the bulk of them, have been with Luke. I know you came in at minor, but have been with Luke since their under 8 days. Actually, Oisín Gallen was saying to me he remembers been with Luke at under 6.
They've been with Luke from the very, like, it's a kind of a story everybody talks about in the club. Luke took them from, I suppose, Luke Junior could kick a ball.
Yeah.
Luke Senior then was leading the charge with Eamon Gruffin there, and Kieran Gilhooly and Austin Dignan, and then obviously Damon Devaney was the story last week with the kind of the crossover in the clubs. And then it was Mickey Mahan approached me when they were in the minor level. I think Luke took a wee bit of a sabbatical, and asked was interested in helping out with the team, sort of as a senior player figure, so that's where my kind of involvement came into it. And so mine has been minimal now to Luke's involvement.
Yeah. Having said that, in terms of the preparation, I know I spoke to Ryan earlier. You've probably got a little bit more done than MacCumhaills, because they were so engrossed in Donegal senior finals and in the Ulster Senior Championship, and I know it's frightening when you think there's 4 or 5 of them on the team that won the Senior Championship.
That's it. That's the calibre you're going up against. Like, I mean, you're going up against the Peter McAnuffs and the Shane O'Donnells. Like Shane O'Donnell was man of match in the county final. That's the calibre of player that you're going up against, and it's going to be a tall ask for us to kind of corral them boys. But look, we've the men there, and hopefully we can corral them to some extent, and then hopefully our forward can do the business at the other end.
Yeah. And you have some good forwards, obviously. Oisín is the one, and Joel has come in this year.
I suppose everybody talks about Oisín. Oisín's Oisín at this stage. Like, some of the things that he does, are pretty unbelievable. Like,
what was it, 1-7 against Killybegs? 1-10 against Termon, I think, and 10 points against.
He'd be critical of himself at times, and he would be always kind of fussing about the ones that he must. And even when I watched back the Termon game, when he dropped the free shot at the end, the hands went to the head, so I think he thought it was kind of gone, But look, credit to Oisín, he's put himself into this position. It's not just happened for him. He works awfully hard. But then and on the other side of that, like, with some incredible forwards, like Joel Bradley Walsh it's an unbelievable forward, and young Kevin McCormick, he's an outstanding minor. And then we have lads like Jimmy Keegan at 11. Like, Jimmy's the heartbeat of our team.
He's another minor.
If Jimmy's at it, we're at it. He's a real catalyst for the way we want to play.
Yeah, and how big a boost has obviously the minors coming in? Because I think there's 5 of them on the team, isn't there?
There's 5 of them on the team, and obviously Kevin starts, but they just bring a winning mentality. We're trying to bridge gaps, I suppose, at MacCumhaills. We've a big gap with the minor title, trying to bridge another gap with the 21 title.
49 with the minors, I think it's
25
now, 25.
Yeah, so we're trying to bridge gaps. So these young lads, like, I think they're on a coast of 17 games unbeaten. And I mean, winning, in my mind, winning breeds winning. You kind of nearly forget how to lose.
Yeah,
and coming off the bench, like, they've been, for me personally, they've been amazing to coach, because if you said to them jump up and down 100 times, they would just do it,
Yeah.
And they're great. Like,
great, and obviously, as a senior player, it'll make sure that you hang on for another while, because obviously these guys coming through the senior, and that's the ultimate aim, isn't it?
That's the ultimate aim. Like, I mean, I'm 33 now in January, like, so it's, my days are coming slowly to an end. Like, but when you see some of these young lads coming behind you, you're kind of going, you could just get out sooner than too long, But No, it's great, you know, when you're able to pass on little bits of nuggets of information that you might have that might help them along the way. And that goes to the top, like Oisin and Joel and those lads that are sort of the more senior figures. They're always after information, little nuggets.
And I suppose, given what happened at 16, and you know, later on maybe at minor, I'm not sure if they met in the minor championship, but they certainly met in 2 finals in a row at 16. So there's certainly McCool's over. St. John's won at this level.
Aye, that's it. They do have good history there. But for me, you can never play football in emotion. I think if you play it in emotion, you're going to lose the run of yourself. You have to go on, you know, with cool heads and calm heads, that go out and try to deliver the game plan you've been sent out with, you know. And Unions is going to come with a game plan, and we've spoke about their game plan, but you have to ride what they're going to bring to the table, and then also go and deliver what you want to bring to the table. I think if you bring emotion into it, and history and past, and we owe them one, I think you could be going down a slippery slope. Yeah.
And finally, any injury worries or anybody? Have you got everybody?
Well, we have everybody. Yeah, I mean, at this stage of the season, after for a lot of them lads that have played senior, and I suppose even the minors, you're going since last January. I mean, you're nearly at 12 months, so you know, you're picking up knocks and niggles here and there, but no, clean bill of health. Just tired bodies, I suppose, at this stage. You know.
Do you get a vibe? Do you get a feeling for the game, for the final? Do you get a feeling?
I do, yeah, I do. Like, I wouldn't be standing with them, and I've said this all the time. If I wouldn't go on the line with them if I didn't believe they could do something. And I do believe there's enough players in this to really start to really shape a destiny for MacCumhaills. That's my ultimate aim. You know, nothing would make me happier than seeing a senior title come back to MacCumhaills. Like, you know, you can win away at underage titles, but you have to win the big one eventually. And you know, I do have a feeling that these guys can potentially be the men to start leading real change. You know.